Musa Ekene, friends call me on social media, yeah, Jamie. A few months ago, we were protesting on the Goya and people feel that we were doing it based on self-interest. They feel that we were doing it based on political self-interest. But telling people that we were not doing it based on political sentiment and also, but now as you can see, we the students of MVDC, the people, our own material that we bring this, they're selling our own material now.
That's an allegation. That's an allegation.
Electrical department giving back a TV projector. They sell a projector on news to us. Then secondly, we protested here for material. They told us that they're going to bring material, but we should get that time. We gave them that time. We could not see no material, no teacher at all. And the director that they bring based on quality, send the bring out new director of the present day. We have been seeing the man yet. At least for even time the students and the director, we have been seeing yet. So based on that, we went to the ministry. We went to the ministry twice, telling them that what's happening to us. We pay our money to Kenya to learn. But since we can't, no learning, we will not get for 1 year save more. Of course, as for me, I'm a heavy teacher mechanic. I wouldn't need documents for the school. But not because I wouldn't need documents for the school, the master has to forget about the master. No. Our police also here. That is the reason we are blocking the road to tell the governor of the that something is happening to us right now. It is not easy. See the professional students of demonstrating, they need that something is going out of it.
Coming on the street today, do you think that will solve your problem?
Yeah, blocking the street today, I think it will solve our problem. Because if we could not block the road and do the generation, we will not be there. Maybe 2 days later, Mr. President Frank will see all the ministers will see it, then they will see about us. We are not harming nobody, we are not trying right, but the other thing, we block the road, at least the government can know that something is happening to us. Because we know the ministers no response. So absolutely no. That is the reason why we
I think we are getting from the students, they are explaining the reason behind their action to follow roadblock here. These have been going on for some minutes now, and their situation here is getting serious. The roadblock here, no car is passing, even including keke and motorbike. All right, I think you are seeing the motorcyclists are turning around. So, females are all into this protest. How you doing, madam?
Hello.
Yeah. I'm seeing a jacket on you, Mobile Vocational Training Center. Are you attending the school?
Yes.
From which department? Heavy to mechanic.
Yes.
Your name?
My name is Fatima.
Before they got to see female doing this kind of study, why you are encouraged to do a female heavy?
Passion here.
You got passion?
Yes.
So why you on the street today protesting?
For me, I understand that no material, no teacher for our department, we don't have no instructor. Every day we got no teacher, we have no JK in any today. But you can see the teacher, our director, we have not seen the new director. So no director, no minister, no material, no FDC. Last month they all 1 year. So what I say? They all 1
They leave from here. And with all this other land problem, how do you feel, living at home to come here on a daily basis?
Very bad, and now we wanted teachers on the campus, we wanted material on this campus. And also we need instructors on the campus that will be able to instruct, to tell us something that will be able to go out there to learn. We think
how much are you paying here per semester? Per semester? No fees. So where do you live?
My department is
Where do you live?
I live in Peaceville Town Hall.
Peaceville Town Hall.
Yes.
You live from there every day to come here.
I pay every day.
Hot water outside to come use the bathroom. That's not good for our health. That is hazardous. What do we sell it for? Student pay and transportation come to school. They have no teachers. We have student efficiency. We have no teacher in class. Teacher have to teach the students. We been 1 year, 3 months in school. No single student can say that they can connect receptacle 1 year, 3 more. Everybody says the other school in La Bro, I get proficiency certificate for 1 year plus. All of the schools around are numbers. They get diploma. We all give it certificate for 1 year plus. So we can be wasting our time, pay our transportation, our effort, we say money. We buy all the materials, yet we not learn anything. So we need the government, the national government, not the ministry, because we have communicated the ministry on numerous times. The ministry will say, so by now we can never let the ministry. We let you know only the national government, which has to do the representative or the House of the Senate, to really address the issue because we are high enough. We are the future better best nation. We are the industrial people of Liberia. If we cannot be taught about the weapon material, we will not decide the education.
All right. Okay. So, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, as usual, we ask that you kindly do us a favor, and that favor we require of you is to please hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, as we have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time today. So you can do us that favor. Just share. That's what is required of you, is for you to kindly share. So share with friends and share with family members, and we're going to have a very, very wonderful time here, please. So just do us that favor, right? Just do us that favor. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. We do appreciate all of you, and it's going to be a very interesting time today. So hit for us the share button, share in the various chat rooms, so you can share in, and we're going to be good. We're going to be very, 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 very good. We're going to be very good. Yeah, hit for us the share button. Thank you. Let me use this time to welcome some distinguished personalities that have joined us, that have always been here with us before we bring in our people from the back. I want to welcome at this time Mas SP Loar. Thank you so much, Mas, for everything you continue to do for this platform. We do appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for your support and everything. I want to use this time to welcome the Honorable Representative Frank Safoko Jr. I want to say, sir, you are highly welcome. We do appreciate your presence here, and it's a privilege for us to have you here. You are highly welcome. Tugbazi Christopher Water Tugbazi, I want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. We do appreciate your presence. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Kobli Mensa Soso, you are highly welcome. K Mensa Soso, you are highly welcome. Jeremy Swain, thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own lovely sister, Kolu. Thank you so much, Kolu Tor, for joining us. We do appreciate you. All of you, we want to say all of you are highly, highly welcome. We appreciate your presence here. Hope and pray that you will have a very, very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time with us. Again, what we require of you is to please do us a favor, is to hit the share button. The Rising Sun, we want to say thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Let's bring our brother, Frank O. Gongano Molba. My brother, happy New Year. Happy New Year, my brother. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Prince, and thank you to the audience. Happy New Year. And I'm sure we're going to have a great year.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So again, I want to welcome all of our people. Thank you so much. Vali Kamara, thank you so very kindly for joining us. I want to welcome my own brother Emmanuel Bro, who is joining us there on the YouTube. I want to say thank you so very kindly. Elijah P. Sherman, thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. Cecilia S. Yapaulo, how are you, Mama? I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. I did send you a number, Cecilia. Just check your inbox. I want to say you are highly welcome. Tina Cooper, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us, and Happy New Year to all of you. Dennis Store, how are you, Dennis Store? Thank you so very kindly, sir, for joining us. I want to say all of you are welcome. We do appreciate all of you. It's a privilege again for us to be here. Cynthia Kamara, how are you, my lovely sister? Cynthia Kamara, you are highly welcome. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. All of you that are joining us, I want to say Happy New Year to you and the family. We do appreciate all of you. Hope and pray that we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time today. So, again, do us a favor, hit for us the share button, and let's have a very, very wonderful time here today. But, my brother, how's your end? How's your end doing? Let's hear from you. Let's have a retrospect from your end. How's everything from your end? Let's hear from you, Chief.
I mean, my end here is great. Having getting my computer back. My computer still at the shop because there's an ink, not an ink, but a pin broke. So I take it to fix it. But so right now I'm using my phone. But I went to the guy today to how to call it Best Buy. They said by Monday or Tuesday I'll be getting it. So hopefully that can be resolved. But other than that, my end is well. Thank God for 2025. 2025. I mean 2024 is gone, but 2025 here, and we pray for good health, to stay healthy and strong, and just stay focused. As we continue to count the months again. I say go back. Just how we counted 2024. We hope to do the same thing until 2026 come again.
Definitely, we hope to, make it better. Again, I want to say to all of you who are joining us, we do appreciate you. Happy New Year. Alan Gay, thank you so much for joining us, sir. We do appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. I mean, all of you who are joining us. I want to welcome the Honorable Amos M. Morris. Thank you so much, Honorable Amos Morris, for your presence here. Abraham Sharif, you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly for joining us. We do appreciate you. Again, you can please follow us on YouTube. We are on YouTube. You can also follow us on the Prince Sharif page. Prince Sharif, that's my own personal profile. You can follow me there. You can also follow us on the group under the Palava Hut, and in all of the groups, you can follow us. We want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Jusu, K Jusu, you are highly welcome. I salute your presence. Thank you for joining us. My brother, I want to start with the first 2 minutes from your end, since the others are yet to join us. I know we stay in the New Year mood. But let's hear from you for the next 2 minutes. What is on your mind? And then before we can go into our today's discussion.
Well, there are a lot of things on my mind, especially when it comes to Liberia, because we are here to discuss Liberia. So the first year of Joseph Boakai presidency or leadership, we saw nothing, absolutely nothing good. We expect nothing but more for this 2025. We see a lot of when it comes to fire, because in rainy season time we saw a fire outbreak in rainy season, right? So we should expect that in dry season. So if rainy season we saw that kind of a magnitude of fire, what are going to tell us in the dry season? And then the killing of innocent civilian citizens every day that we see on the street almost every day. Once you go on the internet, there have now been a day that you will get on your Facebook page and you don't see anything negative about Liberia. And it's not to say like how they did it during the past 7 years, right? Going to different country, finding different thing on the internet and putting on the internet to say it's Liberia. With this, under their presidency, under their leadership, it's no fake. It's all about Liberia. A lot of death, to the extent that citizens are taking law into their own hands, right? Like the last time I was studying 2 days ago, I was studying someone, especially when I saw the video where they said, I know a motorcyclist, somebody who always in the habit of stealing motorcycle, right on the street, was beaten and stoned almost to death. I can say, I don't know if the person late. Now, the issue here is stealing motorcycle, right? I'm not going to say it is right, but to take the law into your own hands. And I said to the person, if the police, the security, right, are taking law into their own hands, if the leaders, bucket that we have, is taking law into his own hands, violating the constitution, where there's no law and order, what do you expect of the citizens? These are the same people that spoke about law and order, rule and the rule of law. The country is lawless, no leadership, nothing, right? And since they came into power, citizens are taking law into their own hands. And I was telling this person that it's going to be worse, right? And not me saying it in the first place, but people have said it. There have been prophecies, that if you guys vote for Boakai, Liberia going to be a disaster, Liberia going to be a calamity. The videos are there. I mean, I'm just, re-emphasizing on what they said. These things going on, and corruption, right? A lot of corruption going on in the country. There have been a lot of traveling from this president, and that they have brought back nothing. The same thing they criticize about President Josh Mane Weah, which of course President Weah brought investment. He brought money back to the country, right? And his 1 year now, right, into the second year, he have done a lot of travel, Boakai, and there have been no, how they call it, nothing brought back to the country. Now, these things are going on, right? So there are a lot of things to discuss. I may not really touch on everything, but once they come in, we are here to discuss it.
Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. Again, I want to say thank you. I don't know how you enter into my book for our today's discussion, but thank you so very kindly. Like you said, for my 2 minutes, what is really on my mind before we go to our discussion has to do with the level of violence and state sponsor killing. I refer to it as state sponsor killing that is going on in our country. Like you rightly said, you see, leaders set the tone for peace, for progress, for tolerance, for violence, and etc. etc. It's almost like the home. The children will begin to practice what they see the parents doing. If that home is a home that is full of violence, that the parents will use abusive languages on each other, if they will be very, very, rude, the children too will start to exhibit such habit or attitude, even while they are amongst their friends. What we are seeing in Liberia, it is not happening by coincidence. The level of mob violence that we are seeing, the level of killings that we are seeing is happening by design, because Joseph Numa Boakai, who is the president of the Republic of Liberia, has set the tone for what is happening. He has set the tone. You see the level of division where a son will murder his father because, quote unquote, you not gave me Christmas money. That tone was set by Joseph Numa Boakai. Joseph Numa Boakai set the tone for people to commit atrocity without any remorse, without any conscience of saying, amen, are guilty. Somebody will say, Prince, why are you saying this? I will give you these examples. Why do we have the law? Do we have the law because all of us are lawbreakers? No. We have the law to protect us against ourselves. That's why the law is there. The law is there so that you and myself can be protected against ourselves, because crimes are not committed by extraterrestrial beings. No.
crimes are committed by you and myself. We are the ones that commit these crimes. So the laws that you see on the book, it is to make sure that you and I are secure and safe from each other. But if the people who are supposed to ensure that the law is implemented, the people who are supposed to ensure that the law is followed to the letter, if these people are playing blind eyes and closing their eyes on the reality and giving people free pass when atrocities are committed, they are sending a message that is, you can go ahead, commit your crime, run away. If you can run away, nobody will hammer you. If you can be there, someone will hire yourself and be around. We saw Joseph Numa Bweka endorsing violence in Lofa. When his own nephew, Francis Sakila Nyimale, decided to put gangs together, and because they wanted to win an election and murder Tamba, at the end of the day, what happened? That man stood in front of the police and he boasted. Y'all know me, I'm a F rebel. Y'all know me? I do this, I do that. I will put men on the motorbike. I will do this, I will do that. Imagine Francis Sakila Nyimale running behind an officer to exterminate the officer, to delete the officer breaker. At the end of the day, Francis Sakila Nyimale's name came up and his name was submitted to the House of Elders. With all of the cries that we cry, that Mr. Bweka, you got to set an example. That as an elderly person, you got to be the one to ensure that the law is respected. You got to ensure that you set an example so that the nation will follow. At the end of the day, we cry. Our men were saying, yeah, we cry tire. Yeah, we thought tire. And what happened? Francis Sakila Nyimale was appointed as Minister for Internal Affairs of the Republic of Liberia. Fast forward. We saw a recording of our own sister, the murderer, Queen Johnson, a notorious figure in Liberia, a lady who was on camera boasting and saying yes. And the videos are all here. That aided and abetted in killing our own brother. At the end of the day, what becomes of Queen Johnson? Queen Johnson was given a lucrative job at the National Port Authority as director for some kind of record. The lady is now becoming a superstar. Even when she was arrested by the police, that lady, the same police people, the mango, they free her some kind of way. Today now, our sister Queen Johnson now is a superstar. It's a superstar. They get position for eliminating, for deleting somebody breaker, for exterminating somebody. Today, she is a government official. And the list is just many. Look, for example, who can go on and on and on and on. But again, fellow Liberians, we'll discuss more of this issue. This is just my introductory statement. I want to use this time to welcome my own brother. I want to say happy New Year to you. My own brother, Wilmer, Jake.
Yeah, happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to my brother Frank. 2025 is home. And happy New Year to the Republic of Liberia, all the listeners, the followers there.
Wow. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. I want to welcome my own little sister. Dorcas, how are you, Mama? Very beautiful, intelligent. You are highly welcome. Thank you. Helena Ba, how are you? Jeremy, thank you so much. Mohammed Dukle, we appreciate you. Helton Wulejedo, how are you, Chief? You are highly welcome. Helton Wulejedo is one of our panelists who will be joining us in this year, 2025. You are highly welcome, Chief. We'll talk behind the scene. Josephine Campbell, I want to say you are highly welcome. Henry Flomo, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. My brother, you've joined us. Let's hear your 2 minutes. What you have on your plate before we can go to the meat of our discussion. Let's hear from you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you for everybody. Thank you for the followers, those that support us and support you especially to have that debate, our voice to be heard in Liberia, to Frank, to Fita, to everybody that come on the Palava for the teaching. Now in 2025, 1 year going into the Boyka administration. So 5 more years counting. They say we'll not get there, but we'll get there 2029 around the corner.
Sure.
So for me, we're going to 8 ball. I would say strictly if the 1 year of Joseph Boyka, everybody saying that nothing happened. Amarok, you hear the same Amarok calling in, Senator Darros did on then. They're telling that government they have to put pieces together to continue, or else they don't say, or else the former president will come back 2029 and he will win, like Donald Trump. So that's it. Then we can go into it. Anything you have for us to discuss, we'll discuss it.
All right. Okay, thank you. Fair enough. Thank you so very kindly. Again, all of you are highly welcome. Let me just say, you, those of you who are listening to us and may like to join us today, just tell us, just give us, a signal. We'll definitely send the link to you, and you will be with us today. You will be with us today. Let's have a wonderful time. You'll be with us today. If you are here with us, we can send you the stream stuff, and you can join us, and we can have a wonderful discussion. I want us to start with the very, very first thing. This government use the issue of corruption during their years in opposition. They lied and said, President, we have stole the people money in Bay houses. You used the money in buy plane. You used the one he did this. He did the one he did that. That was one of the key message of the opposition. Corruption, 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 corruption. To the extent that these people, they went as far as lobbying to ensure that sanction is placed on some key government officials because they wanted to make the government unpopular. And they succeeded in that. As I speak to you, those government officials that they said was corrupt, they are still in Liberia. The report that held these people responsible, that is the report, that placed sanction on these people are having it. Up to now, the Joseph Newman Boyka government is not brave enough to say, American people, this sanction where upon the people, you send a report so we can start to persecute these people. We are yet to see any attempt by the Joseph Newman Boyka government to prosecute these people. Titus O'Malley, you are welcome. We are yet to see the government of Joseph Newman Boyka calling the United States and say, give us the report. These people that you say, and they were engaged in this, they were engaged in that, so we can prosecute them. We are yet to see it. They ran around with the issue of corruption. It was their dinner, their breakfast, and their supper. As I speak to you today, the thing they ran on, only for us to hear from Joseph Newman Boyka, the man who told us in an interview that for him, he bringing credible people on board. And I want to play this. I want for Liberians, because I will play 2 videos. That will be our first discussion. The video that Joseph Newman Boyka told his gangster, his ministers, and said, you can go ahead and be corrupt. And the video that Joseph Newman Boyka said he was bringing people of credibility on board, that he will not bring, it's not business as usual. The first video I want to play for us here, fellow Liberian, it is the video that Joseph Newman Boyka said to the world, to the Liberian people, that look, this is not going to be business as usual. That we are going to bring people on board who will be credible. We are going to bring people on board who will not do business as usual. So that is the first video that I want to play, fellow Liberians. I'm going to play this first video, and I want us to listen very, very keenly. I want us to listen very, very keenly. Let me just go there, do this, bring this here, and ensure that I can be able to share this screen here with this here. Okay. Just bear with me. We are presenting at the same time producing, so sometimes you gotta bear with us. Okay, fine. So I want us to listen to Joseph Newman Boyka. This is Joseph Newman Boyka. This is not me. This is not how you call or something that we made up, but this is Joseph Newman Boyka. So I want us to listen to him keenly. This is Joseph Newman Boyka speaking to the world, speaking to the Liberian people, about how he is going to approach his government. So let's go ahead as we play this and let's listen.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse.
All right, so I will stop it right here. You're listening to him. I'm not going to play everything. I am going to move this and I will bring the next video. This is Josiah Numa Boyka telling us, look, the people went in the ring. They stood in the line. They were in all kind of different water in order to vote for us, in order to ensure that at least we as Liberians or as leaders, we are given the opportunity to serve them, not to do business as usual. That is Josiah Numa Boyka for you. Let me move this and bring the second video. I want to bring the second video here, and I want you to listen to this same man who said he's going to bring in people that will be credible. He's going to bring in people that will not do business as usual. He's going to bring in people that will be able to serve the Liberian people, etc., etc. I want you to listen to this same man. Hear what this man is about to say. Again, I'm sorry, we are producing at the same time presenting, and that's how unique this platform is. So, listening to Josiah Numa Boyka.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and see that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless. We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and see money that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
You're listening to Mr. Boyka, and I'm going to play again for the third times. I want you to listen what if something have changed? You listen to the first Boyka that I was saying, we make sure we bring people of credibility. It will not be business as usual. The same old thing that the other people were doing, the people that come in, they will not do the same old thing, etc., etc. But this is another side of Joseph Numa Boyka speaking, and I want you to listen again.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and see money that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless. We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and see money that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
I want to start from my brother, and I want to take this from here. And I want to start from my brother Frank. Let's welcome Alice Coivado, D Block. You are highly welcome. Priscilla Carr, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, all of you wonderful people, you are highly welcome. Kindly help us to hit the share button. You listening to Joseph Numa Boyka when he was on the VOA speaking to the word that he's going to come with a new mandate, it's not going to be business as usual. He will declare his asset, they will fight corruption, etc., etc. on VOA. You also listening to Joseph Numa Boyka in Lofa giving a policy statement. I am encouraging my officials to be corrupt. When you corrupt, when you steal money, in other words, take the money and use it here on the people. My brother Frank, I want you to use the next 2 to 3 minutes and be able to tell us what happened, what has changed, what happened to this statement. Is it that maybe Joseph Numa Boyka speaking that we hear it? Or is it that maybe, we're having comprehension problem, or the context in which he's speaking is not clear, or what? I want to play this again for the audience for the last time, and I want them to listen, and my brother Frank will be able to drive us through this. So let's listen, fellow Liberians.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and see money that I beg The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless. We want to encourage those who want to redeem corrupt and steal money that I beg the money should be used to bless our people.
My brother Frank, you are listening to Joseph Numa Boyka, the man who is supposed to set the tone to ensure that corruption is nipped in the bud. The man who's supposed to ensure that the rule of law is respected. The man who is supposed to ensure that the thing that embarrass us, like he said on the VOA, that they think have been an age-old problem. My brother, let's hear from you. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. And I missed the show, and I'm glad we are back again. And I'm going to be on the show for maybe a couple of weeks before my departure. But for
you departing where, Frank?
No, I don't want to say about departing somewhere quick. A few days.
Okay.
Yeah. So looking at the background or the history of Joseph Boakai, and for some of us, this is where we judge people. Before we bring you into our life, right? We try to look out who you are before we bring you closer and think. This is the man we can say now about 46 years now, because that was what they ran with, that he's the most experienced person for the 2 years in government and so forth and things. And we told people, you say this man spent 42 years in power or in government, but for the 2 years, he have nothing to show to the Liberian people, or there is nothing in Liberia that we can point at, right? And says, Joseph Imam Boakai initiated this. Joseph Imam Boakai put in for this, right? Ran for this. He did this for the Liberian people, and the Liberian people are benefiting from it. There's nothing in a country we can see. Now, let me just go back to this first. This is a man who went to school, all right? Who have a diploma, a certificate in agriculture, because that's his area. Now, 1 year have gone into his presidency. He never invested in agriculture. He never invested in farmer. He never encouraged the production of food for Liberians to feed themselves. He never did it, right? But they said that's what he went to school for. But let's remember this. This was a man that said, this was the man that said their government of 12 years failed because there was one thing they did not do: policy implementation. For 12 years, you sat down in a seat for 12 years and you failed to implement policy to drive or to move Liberia forward. 12 years, we are not talking about 1 year or a few months. We are talking about 12 good years. You were never able to implement policy. And second, BBC told us that the most corrupt government in the history of Liberia was Joseph Imam Boakai and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government. And the reason why they say it was corrupt, because during that time, they erased the debt of Liberia, and then they gave them billions of dollars. I'm not saying million, billions of dollars. All right, not even 1 billion. All right, to improve every sector in Liberia. That is educational sector, healthcare sector. I mean, agriculture sector. You think about it. These people scribble those money into their own private account, and they left. And that's how they said they were the most corrupt government in Liberia. And then you, Liberian, you went ahead and took these same people and brought them back into government. And you expect your life to change. You expect status in our country to change. You expect to move forward. You think you will move forward when these people spent 12 years, they did not implement nothing. And we told you people, the reason why their government at that time, things were fine in Liberia, because we had ECOMO in the country. We had the United Nations in the country. And the United Nations in the country for 12 good years, US was floating, Those people provided the job. And that's why it seems that things were normal. And you say you are eating 4 or 5 times a day. And you want to eat 4 or 5 times a day by electing these people. And I hope you're eating out 4 or 5 times a day. Now, this was the man that spoke against corruption, like watching the video, right? But this same man took $22 million and went and put it in mosque. He said he was using the $22 million as cement to cement the road. He was using the $22 million as quota to put it on the road. How are you going to take $22 million paper and go and put it on the road? Then you say you barely run up to this time. That's why I always tell them in their post when I post something and then they want to come and comment. I always told them or tell them the $22 million project you took in various counties. Post those pictures, but they don't do it. They are posting projects of President George Manuel Weah and then saying it is this government, or they think we stupid or we don't think like them. But this is what I want to say. Because we'll discuss about Joseph Imam Boakai. But I want to say this. During the past 6 or 7 years, we have a lot of advocates on Facebook. We have a lot of economists. We have a lot of political analysts. We have a lot of Liberians who said they were speaking and advocating for Liberia, who said they love Liberia. It was about Liberia. It was about their country. Who said they could die for the country and everything that was in our country, even before the police get to know about it, people will be sitting out on Spoon TV and then even do the investigation. Every little death or things that happen before the news come out, Spoon TV have already done an investigation and then found the person who did it. Now, this is what I want to say to them. Is it a Joseph Imam Boakai dementia syndrome that have gotten you people? I repeat, is it the Joseph Imam dementia syndrome that have gotten you people? Now, I know you may want to come out to say something right now. This is a dementia syndrome. Why are you not speaking of about the ARU, the University of Liberia? Up to now, they stay close. Why are you not speaking about the free tuition? I mean, there are a lot of things to discuss, Prince, if we don't have time. But I want to get these people because we have these advocates and they are all mute. They are not talking. And they said yesterday it was about the Liberian people. So today, it is not about the Liberian people.
Thank you so very kindly. Let's go to our brother Wilmer. I want to play this again, Wilmer. I know you're listening to it, but let me just play this.
Encourage those who want to redeem corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless. We want to encourage those who want to redeem corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you.
My brother Wilmer, you're listening to this. I want to welcome Dr. Elizabeth M. Gay Kamara. You are highly welcome. Fifi, thank you so much for joining us. Michelle, you are highly welcome. Alice Koiva, thank you so much for joining us. Morris A.M. Jabate, you are highly welcome. Enoch, we appreciate your presence here. Thank you for joining us. Williams, we want to say you are highly welcome. Helena Ba, all of you want to say you are highly welcome. You're listening to Mr. Boakai very, very well. From the VOA, and you're listening to him in Lofa. Let's hear from you, my brother. You can take the next 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you, Prince. Thank you to the followers. We're really happy to share this video. We're in 2025. Happy New Year, indeed. Prince, yeah, I like to take different direction always. For me, it's not a strange thing. Let me take Liberians back. The videos are there. Records are there. Joseph Boakai, the man called Joseph Imam Boakai. It's not new in our arena, in the political arena. It's an old school. In 80 years old man, he's been around for many, many years. He worked with past government officials. Let me get one famous one that everybody in the Republic that you all know. It's a corrupt person. Samuel Doe appointed him. And Samuel Doe sacking for embezzlement. The records are there. Embezzlement. The former president, the late president Samuel Doe sacked Joseph Imam Boakai You have go to Daily Observer, all the newspaper at that time, the records are still there. Imagine those searching for embezzlement. So the records are there. So he's not strange to corruption. He was president of the Liberian National Senate for the legislature Senate. He was vice president. He controlled 66 book of concession agreement was signed by him. He signed it. 66. A lot of corruption. He supported saying car parking. He was vice president for 12 years, taking $2 million budget. $2 million coming to his office. He started benefiting all the things. It's well today. People there today. Let me remind you, they have organization to take care of disabled people. All these people in millions of dollars into that cover. What they did with it, they embezzled that money, they stole that money, a lot of corruption. So in other streets, we just went to Nigeria to make that statement on that channel they call arrest. So it's our Liberian called black because you have to come to power whatsoever to face his head. But you see me corruption, he's a corrupt person long time. So he cannot bring nobody to book. All that siblings of male president we are, corrupt president we are. They swimming into corruption. So you will never sack nobody. The only sad question, the only sad thing that happened, the former commerce minister resigned. The brother was serious on corruption. The first thing she had done, the $22 million with Giddies that damaged instead of some Giddies. That the first thing, grace pay, all these things, November Fund, Miata Formula, all these people. So that statement in Lofa County they proof they seen land. Please let me remind you that the same thing the sanction Natana gave for. They say, well, Natana gave us using money to take care of school in Bone County, all these places, you know what I'm talking about, scholarship program, all these things. They are sitting here today, went to Congress, and other people that were brother friends say, where are these people that the whole Facebook, hundreds of people on Facebook, where are they today? Friend, you know what they're not on Facebook? Let me tell you why they're not on Facebook. Majority of them, let me tell you, majority of them were all ANC and the Unity Party. They have only a few citizens on Facebook that Prince Sherry and other people. So they dominate that airway. They dominate the social media era a long time. So they are ashamed now to come up again. Now you don't see them on Facebook. So it's the duty of the CDC now. They want to prepare themselves. I want to tell people, I'm not a member of CDC. Maybe probably I will join later. But I'm a fan of the former president because I know me personally. That's for way back. And what I'm trying to tell, because CDC people are not telling a week. They get thousands of CDC in America. All the video clip, all the killing are going on in our country. The drugs they talk about. You can compare clip, you can compare video upon video when the incidents of do taking on Congress, and then they check this government. But the CDC, they just power in America. They say they're fighting for power in America to be that move. No, you got all this evidence. The evidence that's happening in those countries of pure evidence, Joseph Walker, that you will never find corruption. You see no corruption. Any Western government here, this kind of statement for the president, will not do business with me. These are the players that are checking up. But the CDC people, they get relaxed in the 2029. You should start working now. As they was lying, spray propaganda, the Henry Foster and were lying, spray propaganda for 6 good years. 6 good years today. Through the help of Prince Justin today, they brought the Unity Party in power today. But no tangible. The government is more corrupt than anything. A friend already said it. Ellen Johnson said, oh, government was the most corrupt government. The records are there. And Joseph Bagan is trying to prove it they are more corrupt. So, Prince, there's not a strange thing for me. I know the government. It's just, we just got to pray because our country, if they continue around from 2025 upward, it will be good for everybody. But CDC now need to start working, especially all the killing that coming in Liberia, they're not taking none of the video to Congress. Now, what they didn't invest on the people. They every day they go out on the World Crime Code. They're coming from Canada, they go to the Congress, they're meeting all the people in Congress, carrying a video, putting sanction, lying sanction on the government. Why you're not holding our feet on the fire? Why the American know that the solution at on our side are giving the American ear? Why they to get to all the lawmakers saying the American? Let it call Waka. That was two people here. I support the president. If you want to come back 2029, I will be on our welcome. But if you don't want to come back, then let it be. But I will tell you, friend, you see corruption here. You see corruption here. Just about will not fight corruption here. Only wish hunting. Only wish hunting all the CDC former ministers and other people. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly for your take. Thank you so very kindly. I want to appreciate you. There is something that I want us to get and I want us to understand. From all indication, what we are hearing from Joseph Newman Boyka, what we are seeing, the actions and etc., is a clear indication that indeed Mr. Boyka will do everything to ensure that that country remain apart. Like I said from the very beginning, the president is the one that sets the tune for the
Yes.
progress of the country.
Yes.
It is the president that set the tune that will make people to be afraid. For example, his pronouncement and his action is what will make people to say, we can't do that kind of thing here. Because when we do it like that, they men that we're looking at, they men like he really ready. So we can't even try a legit fun place and park ourselves. But from all indication, from what we are looking at, Joseph Newman Boyka have shown to the entire world, have shown to the people of Liberia that for him, he supports corruption. And what he said to the people of Liberia during the interview at the VOA, it was just to deceive the world, or maybe to deceive some Americans officials that were listening to him. We played the video here. You're listening to the two videos. Joseph Newman Boyka told us that it will not be business as usual. That what he will do is to fight to ensure that he bring people of credibility on board. People who are credible. People who will not do business as usual or the same thing that was done yesterday. That he will ensure that these people, they will not be able to come on board. Look at what we are seeing today. Joseph Newman Boyka went to Lofa, one of the counties that has been seriously affected because of corruption in our country. A county that yesterday was referred to as the bread basket of Liberia. That particular county, that the people don't even have a correct health facility. That county, even the high school, is not even up to standard with the caliber of teachers that are even needed to be a proper high school. That county that the people cannot even afford to eat 3 times a day. That county that has been neglected, forsaken, and forgotten about. Joseph Newman Boyka is brave to enter that particular county. And the only thing that Joseph Newman Boyka get to tell the people of Liberia and the people of Lofa is, fellow Liberian, listening to this, because sometimes we talk, we're tired. Listen to the way you know the word.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money that I beg the money.
We want to encourage, you hear Joseph Newman Boyka? He's speaking English. We want to encourage the people who are corrupt. We want to hail them. We want to praise them. We want to celebrate them. We want to tell them thank you. We want to encourage them. We want to ensure that they continue to do what is right. We want to encourage them that those who are corrupt, that when they finish stealing the money, they should use the money and give it to these people. Is that the tone that a leader is supposed to set?
Now, indictment read there.
Look, if it is any serious country, a man like Joseph Newman Boyka will be arrested and citizens will ensure that that idiot is leaving immediately. Because our people have suffered for too long. Why is it that you see people dying all on the streets? It's because of the same corruption. Why is it that today you see the education sector is challenged? It's because of the same corruption. Why is it that today you see what you are seeing?
that teenage pregnancy is becoming prevalent in our nation is because of the sin corruption. One today you're saying that drugs is all on the streets is because of the sin corruption. But Joseph Numa Boyka would be brave enough to say to the Liberian people that encouraging you, if you want to steal, you can steal. You want to be corrupt, you can be corrupt. But all we say is that take the money and use it on people. Does corruption and blessing fit in the same cycle? Is it possible? Not Liberia. Is it possible for corruption and blessing to be in the same area? Is it possible? Now, this man is a deacon for God in heaven's sake. This man is a deacon of one of the most prestigious churches in our own day and time, in our own nation, the Baptist Church. Nobody from the Baptist Church want to come to say about, oh, deacon, they want what you talking here, you're not looking correct, oh, deacon. They think what you talking here, we think a different thing you're talking about. Because there is no way that corruption and how you call blessing can be in the same place. Not correct. Nobody. The entire Baptist Church is completely silent. You can't hear nobody. Oh, where is the likes of Francis Makala, the late Marco Makala Francis? Where is Marco Makala Francis? Where is he? I know right now where Makala Francis is in his graveyard, the Archbishop, he is rolling and he is confused. He is sharing tears. Where are the critical voices that used to stay and challenge the order of the day? Today you have a man calling himself deacon. And that man is talking, y'all can be corrupt. And the church is quiet. They are completely silent. It is the church that is supposed to enforce leaders to do what is right. They are supposed to checkmate leaders. One thing I know in Liberia, we have high regard for our religious or for our prelates, for our religious people. A man will choose not to listen to a man and a pa, but will go to the church and will listen to the pastor or to his imam. A man will choose to do any other thing also, but when he is around his church people or a religious people, the man sober, he can't to himself. I don't know, for some reason, that's how people are. So for a man who is a deacon, and when you read the Bible, a deacon is supposed to be a man of a good moral, good character. For this deacon to stand on the pulpit and tell the Liberian people, say, oh boy, hey, y'all can be corrupt, y'all can steal, y'all can steal, y'all make sure you steal, you take the money, you bring it here, you bring the money, let enjoy the money. It is a shame on you, those of you who call yourself activists. It is a shame on the international partners who continue to support Liberia budget. It's a shame on you that Joseph Numa Boyka, the president, will make this kind of statement up to now. Where is the likes of, how you call himself, the U.S. ambassador that used to be in Liberia and used to almost be like a politician, McCarthy? What's the likes of McCarthy? The U.S. embassy is in complete silence. Oh, what a shame! What a disgrace! United States of America, that you spend enough money to fight corruption. Today, the man who you supported, and we are very deliberate on saying this, the man who to some extent, because we saw McCarthy supporting the opposition, they use statements that to some extent caused the opposition to get sympathy. Today, why is the U.S. embassy not talking with all these things that are going on? Why have they turned quiet completely? Are they ashamed of the actions? Are they ashamed of what they brought upon the Liberian people? Are they ashamed? Why is it that all of these churches, they are not talking?
Because they are paid.
Why are they not talking?
They pay them. They are paid agents.
Joseph Numa Boyka, the president of the Republic of Liberia, is now saying that people can steal. Now you see where we enter the most dangerous years. The most dangerous year. Like Frank said, and I want to borrow from him, we will experience more of this corruption in government because Joseph Numa Boyka has endorsed it. We will see more stealing. Let's put it this way. Let's forget about the good English. Let's put it in the right way. You will see government officials now stealing because Joseph Numa Boyka, who is supposed to set the tune, supposed to make criminals afraid, who is supposed to say no, but this old man is noted for being very corrupt and for endorsing corruption. Was this not the same old man, if I will borrow from you, my brother Wilmer, that said we squander opportunity?
Yeah.
Why they squander the opportunity of the Liberian people? Was it not because of the sin corruption? But this
Exactly.
old man will come in front of us today. You know why your sons and your daughters, they are dying on the street? You know why when women go to hospital to go give birth, they can die because they gave birth or because there are not medication? You know why they beat that guy with rack on the road until they unlife him? You know why is it that all over the place there are deaths all over the place, mysterious death? You know what is it today that follow the how you call Boulevard Palace, whatever manager died? You know why? You know why all these things are happening in Liberia is underdeveloped? It's because of corruption. And you have a leader telling us, y'all go to steal, y'all be corrupt. No problem. When you're corrupt, if fine like that, they can take the money and use it on us. Joseph Newman Boyka is a disgrace not only to the Liberian people or to the presidency. Let's get this clear. He is not a disgrace just only to the Liberian people or to the presidency, but he is a disgrace to his generation, people who are in his age. He is a disgrace to this man. Joseph Newman Boyka is a disgrace even to his family because we are taught morals. But this man has shown us time immemorial that he is corrupt. Why is it that we are surprised? When they take and taser and give it to Billy Go, made it Billy Go to get far over the period of 3 hours. Take that Billy Go and go sell it to Fura man. Say they think are far good. He stole money from the man. What do you think will happen? There is a portion in the Bible that says, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. The people become happy. The people are jollified. They are gratified. But when the wicked rule, the people are in tears. They are in pains. On this note, I want to stop here and we'll just use about 30 seconds to round this up as we move on to the next topic. So we start from our brother Jake. Our brother Jake, use the next 30 seconds. Just round this up while we move on to our next.
Yeah, for me, if any unity party people listening, we know we get one country. Well, for me, I left my country to win. I supported the former president. I wanted for him to win. He win a lot because of Prince George in other aspect. I always say, I will never let defeat. They don't confirm it today. They cheated that election. Prince George then cheated 17,000 votes. This week, I was happy. But Prince, I will tell people here, this is not a strange thing. We break it down, you broke it down, your friend broke it down. The same Joseph brother, we all know he's a parrot. Why Ellen Johnson said he never supported him? Why Ellen Johnson said he never supported him? Remember, Ellen never endorsed him. So Ellen knew him better than anybody else because he worked with this woman for 12 years. He told people he was a old car parking. He took loan. After spending 12 years, $2 million budget for the vice president. He said he took loan. All these things, then he got to go to Central Water School later on. He know that Central Water School is indicted for corruption, for fraud. He have business dealing with this guy. Come on to that priest. You see them being very angry in them. You're in America and part of the CDC. We are everything are there. Everything. Danny Wani with a convicted felony that was criticizing corruption. These are he in a legal battle that's not going to trace him. He then cracking out, he talking about corruption, talking about politics in our country. These are every level of get to next election. That Donald Trump is in power now. Not Joe Biden in power. Donald Trump like corruption. You don't even be corruption. These are the everything that party together and give it to Congress member. They will call the president. They will see what they can do. The sitting was doing. The sitting was doing the former president. Every day they compare thousands of notes. Leaflet, all they making video, all on social media. Why you in America cannot do a scene? Why you cannot do a scene? You're giving them only a lot of passes. There are a lot of propaganda that happened in the past years. And today, they spread that propaganda and lies. Like Jibwe, today, the people came to power. Queen Johnson and the Soda election in other places. He intimidated people. Chrissy was there. The election was stolen. That election, what we see today. No, they're not prepared. They were not prepared to come to power. The message was there with the devil. He dancing with the devil, as he said, that biblical what he said here as the fact. He dancing with the devil, dropping the Arabs. They used to talk about push more in the country more than before. Death 2024, the highest people that died than any other government is the honor Joseph Biden one. If they continue around 2025, I pray for them to turn it around for our country to win. But what I see now, I'm around coming and criticizing until they can get near around 26.
Wow. My brother, thank you. Let's hear from our brother, Frank. My brother, use the next 30 seconds. Let's hear from you.
All right, sure. You know, I'm gonna go back to that video, right? I think in that video or another video when they interviewed Boakai, he said his government, right? There will be no tolerance for corruption. And then he said, if anybody who wants to corrupt, they should find somewhere else to go. That was his statement. They should find somewhere else to go, but it's not going to be in Liberia. Now, here is a man, the same man again, now agreeing that, you know what, I'm not going to fight corruption. If anybody want to corrupt, you can go ahead and do corruption. That in itself mean he himself, he's corrupt. And that in itself mean there's 2025. That was the 2025 message he was giving to the Liberian people. That corruption is going to be worse because, look, I'm going to allow people to go and corrupt. And again, he gave another statement again when he came from the United States. And when he went to Liberia, I don't know, the US or something, but he came from one of these countries again. He went back to Liberia. And then he said, you know what? I think I have to go on my farm and, and just leave this whole presidency, like how everybody just are leaving and everybody, whatsoever the situation. And he made a statement. Look, we are still these things that expect more wasting or disaster to happen, not because we don't love our country or not because you guys live in a country we want to see you guys suffer, right? It is what we are seeing. And let me just go to this whole Christianity thing or this whole religious thing that Brother Prince brought out. Let me say this, Brother Prince. The war I was in Liberia, the religious group was part of it. Okay, they fought for the war to come. And these are things, again, it will be hard for Liberian people to digest. For some of us, we read it, we have researched it, we have found it, we know it, okay? And then at that time, the head of the ECOWAS at that time, I think he was the president for, how they call it, Namibia at that time. They had a meeting there in our country, and they agreed, ECOWAS agreed for war to be in Liberia. ECOWAS agreed, right, to remove or the president at that time, to remove Joe, right? These are the people that sat down, they said they need regime change. Even the US, they were part of that meeting. UN was part of that meeting. These are things that is very hard to digest. That's why the war I was in Liberia, it was not a civil war. It was an international war. These people agreed for the war to come. And the religious leader, I think he watched one of Prince Johnson clip. He said in his confessional clip, he said the religious leader in this country, they were back. In fact, they were in that meeting. They were in that meeting advocating for war to come in Liberia. I'm just saying this, right, so that people can know, right? Now, let's do this again. Let's do this again. I know Brother Prince talk about McCarthy. That are idiots. Let me say this. To be frank, the U.S. knew, okay, the path that President Josh Manoia was taking. It was a great path, and it was going to uplift Liberia. Let me tell you this. These colonial nations, these imperialist nations, they are planning, they are in, is for no African country to rise up, to develop. They don't want any African country to be totally independent and free, because these people, they survive on Africa to exploit African resources. Now, if Africa is to develop, or if any African nation is to develop, they want to be at the forefront to tell you what to do, where to develop, where not to develop, and those things. That is why, let me tell you something. Have you seen these people improve the educational sector in Liberia? These people improve the health sector in Liberia with all the equipment and things. Let us be frank and be realistic here. They wanted to remove President Josh Manoia. They themselves, look at Jenna Yelling. All right, when they came out with our articles and stuff about section, have you seen these people speaking out? Let us be frank here. Okay, if you see the U.S. doing something, then that means they have interest in it. If the U.S. did not have interest, okay, in bringing sanctions on Liberian, in writing those articles and things, you saw McCarthy. Let me tell you something. McCarthy was working for the United States government because the ambassador of Liberia is representing the United States government. So whosoever is an ambassador in our country is the president of America in our country. They work together. Their plan was to remove President George Manuel Weah because they saw the development, they saw the independence, they saw Liberian people were determined and taking things into their own hand, and they saw that we were not actually looking up to America and we were doing our things. That's why they do not want. And let me make one statement before I land. Liberian, y'all form this to yourself. Y'all say y'all Christian. Y'all go to church every Sunday. Y'all go to Bible study, prayer meeting, all of those things, right? Now, one of their candidates say he's a pastor. He go to church with you. He pray with you, right? And then your other candidate say, I am not a Christian. I don't go to church. I'm a devil worshiper. I'm a devil dancer. I'm a devil advocate. I'm a devil agent. And you win and say you agree, you win with the devil's side. Someone already told you, if I am to dance with the devil, I will dance with the devil. That is to tell you they are so sick to the devil, they are sacrificed to the devil, and you win, you voted for this person. And that is why when you so sick to the devil gotta come and get what he gave you. And that is why Liberia is getting today since this man came into power. You went and look at agent of the devil, you elected him, and then you want to say you want to pray. It don't work like that.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Fellow Liberians, there is another disturbing news that we want to discuss here. The United States released a report, the 2024 Investment Climate Report on Liberia by the Bureau of Business and Economic Affairs. Let me see if I can bring this up right here. Let me see if I can bring this up right here. 2024 Investment Report on Liberia. Okay, that's good. I have it right here. I have it right here. And let me just show it to our people, because whenever we speak, we want to show these things so that you can know we are not just talking off head like some of you would do, or some of the people that you support will do. They will just without any evidence and without nothing to show. Whenever we speak of facts, and we want to show what we are speaking of. So I just want you to look at this. Let me bring this right here. All right, fine. So here is the 2024 Investment Climate Statement on Liberia. Here is it. It's right here. This is not something that we are making up. It's right here. It's right here. So you can see it. Here is it. Here is it. Here is it. Here is it. The legal system and judiciary independent. Yeah. Here is it. Here is it. Law and regulations on foreign direct investment. Here is it. Competition. And here is it. All right, fine. So you have seen it. I just want to. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put it up here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I put it up there. So here is it. I'm sorry, I didn't put it up there. Here is it. Here is the report. So I'm going to be, or we are going to be looking directly into this report. It's right here. Those of you who want it, maybe I will take it and pin it down so that you can read it if you want to read it. If you want to read it, you can read it. It's just few pages, it's not really many. You can just take your time and skim through it, and you will be good. So you see here is the report. Here is the report. So I'm not going to read this report because I've read it, I've studied it, and I'm about to explain it to you. Here is the report there. The 2024 Investment Climate Statement on Liberia. When you read this report, It talks about how terrible our own investment climate is when it comes to encouraging foreign investment or investment. So let's say in general investment. It talks about how government officials use their proximity to power to extort money from investors, and at the end of the day, leave them in the cold. It talks about how the system is so complicated to the extent that when you want to establish your business, if you are not careful, you will be a victim of corruption. It talks about how government is doing absolutely nothing to ensure that people who commit these crimes against investors that they are dealt with. How the justice system is just so ugly to the extent that it drags you around and you will not get any result. When you read this report, it also talked about how Liberians themselves are not even encouraged to invest in their own country because of what the Joseph Numa Boyka administration is carrying on. Few days ago, we saw what happened. There were some investors, alleged investors, that came from out of the country to invest in Liberia. Gregory Como, who is now the death squad commander of Joseph Numa Boyka, instructed his men to go to the hotel and harass those quote-unquote investors. At the end of the day, what came from out of it? Absolutely nothing. They collect 1 or 2 persons, they say, oh, they're firing, they're taking them from the police, all they want. That was also VLA, instead of carrying them to court. Because when people commit crime, it's not just to sack them and tell them, say, go sit down. You carry them to court so that you can serve, or so that it can serve as an example. So that it can serve as an example. I hope my sister is safe, well, and fine while she is driving. I hope you are good, you are okay. Take your own time. Don't worry, we are here for the next 1 to 2 hours. Take your own time, focus on the road, and we got you covered. So at the end of the day, we saw what happened. When Joseph Numa Boyka sent the police went there and harassed these investors. At the end of the day, what came out of it? Nothing. Today, again, we are seeing another person who is a South African that came to the country as a manager of one of the prestigious hotel, that is the Boulevard Palace Hotel, one of the 5-star hotels that we have in Liberia. This man is not a Liberian. This man is from South Africa, a foreigner who have come to work in our country, who have come to invest in our country. He's a manager, yeah, he's an investor. He has his own investment there too. And he's a shareholder in the Boulevard Palace. According to the information that we have gathered, we all know of room 1020, where shady deeds are done by this Boyka administration. According to the information, this particular man, as a manager, have the opportunity to get hold of a video recording of some high government official, the Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Moi, and that of Tomofala. These people are sharing huge amount of money, United States dollars, huge amount of United States dollars. They have a CC camera there. When it was discovered, or when they got to know that there was a CC camera, they went to the manager, who is how you call this footlocker guy, and said, we want you to delete that particular video of what we were doing in the room there, the money that we're sharing, because we know you get camera deleted. According to the information that we are gathering, the guy who is the maybe controlling the room, the camera room, they got to him and he said okay, and he deleted it. But this manager is having a backup that most of the time these recordings are kept in his backup. So the guy who was in the camera room, or we say the cyber security who was there, informed, according to the information, I'm giving you live information, informed Thomas Fala and said, "Oh, Chief Thomas Fala, I deleted that video, but this particular manager, they may get a backup. Most of the time, some of this video, you can keep it. So I just want to tell you, Chief, so that if you see the video also, you will not say that me, because for all we already finished deleting it. But I just can't to tell you. According to the information that we have gotten, there's a credible source. They called the manager of the owner now, I mean the head boss of Boulevard Palace, and say, according to the information that we have gathered from the cyber security people, even though they said they deleted the photo or the camera, sorry, the video, but according to what we have gathered, your manager, who is Footlow, he is still having a copy of that particular video. We want you to do everything to ensure that you get it from him and let it be destroyed. So according to the information, the manager called this particular man, called Follow, and said, look, from information that we have gathered, this government official called me X, Y, Z, and Z. You got to turn over the video or the recording that is in your possession. This particular manager, Follow, said no. Ask the cyber security people. They've already deleted it. The you call guys in the control room there. They deleted it. He did not know that somebody from the camera room or from the recording room had already told the Thomas Fala group that, oh, they may, he can get some of the thing, oh, even though we can delete it from our end, but most of the time he gets his own backup, he can keep it. He did not know. So the bossman called him again and said, look, from information that we are gathering, you get a copy. He said no. Thomas Fala, Jeremiah Kuhn, and that of Prince Moi, they called the manager of Boulevard Palace and say, you know that we always use this place. The government of Liberia always use this place for different programs, different activities. If you cannot submit the video that is in your possession or take it from your manager, the Boulevard Palace will never be on the government listing. We blacklist that particular Boulevard Palace. We ensure that that Boulevard Palace is strangulated if you cannot get to Follow so that he can be able to produce the copy that is in his possession. There is a conference that some people are supposed to have in Liberia, a local church, according to the information, one of the churches, which name I don't want to call. There were about 8 persons that traveled from abroad to come. They should have used this Boulevard Palace Hotel for their lodging. Prince Moi, who is also one way or the other associated with that particular church, he was able to ensure that the church delegates did not use this Boulevard Palace Hotel. They used another place. They did not use the Boulevard Palace Hotel. So based on that, it's like the manager was concerned and said, this that is happening is not correct. Call this particular, you call the overall manager, call this particular Anwar Follow guy and say, look, you are disturbing my business. You got to give the video. I said, no, I don't have it. They have deleted it. He said, okay. Some people want to have a discussion with you. It was the same Thomas Fala then group. Thomas Fala, Jeremiah Kuhn, and that of, how you call him, Prince Moi. So they decided that they wanted to meet him. They said they wanted to see him, to discuss with him. They want to use other people to meet him, discuss with him. Probably he wants some money before, you know, he can release the clip, blah, 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 and stuff like that before they can destroy it. Let him meet with him. According to the information, it was the place that he went when he was apprehended by some members of the death squad of the Liberian National Police that is controlled by Gregory Como. They collected him. I have a recording, but that recording I'm not going to play because there are too many names and the voices are so recognizable. You can recognize the voices. I have a recording. It's just hard for you. We try to see our best, but it's just very difficult. I have the recording. Somebody who was there, somebody who is aware. The person is not in Liberia. The guy left. He used to work at Boulevard Palace. Let me just say this. He used to work at Boulevard Palace. He left Liberia. They gave him what they're supposed to give him. He left Liberia. And at the end of the day, this particular fellow, they follow me. They caught him, forced him to get the video. He said he's not having it. And what they did was to take custody and force it in his mouth, left him in the bathroom, and pretended that he took custody and he killed himself. But let me remind you, fellow Liberians, that the Unity Party is noted for coming at people and killing them in the kind of gruesome manner. I don't want you to believe me. I'm going to give you instances. I say whenever we speak of something here, we are telling you facts. One of the instances I'm going to give you is that of Harry Greaves. Harry Greaves, we all know, had issue with Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the issue of electricity. Harry Greaves was one person who had his own investment, blah, 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 and stuff like that. At the end of the day, Harry Greaves left from to his house. They call him and say, oh yeah, somebody call him and say, go meet us to Songana Hotel. I don't want to call the other place name, but you all know the place name. That man went to the hotel. The next place that they met him was behind the executive mansion. They had take stake and juke in his anus, and he was beating. Some body parts on him was broken. That man was gruesomely murdered. Somebody who was saying that in hotel. With camera, according to them, say they didn't see the camera. The camera was not functioning. At the end of the day, Harry Greaves' death was a mystery. Somebody who went to the hotel. Let me just say this. Whatever that we say here are our own view, and it is not associated with the platform. Let me provide this disclaimer. I'm going to be giving some information from the NSA and all. I'm going to be giving some information. There are clips I will not play. So at the end of the day, we know how Harry Greaves died. Another person, Marco Allison. We all know of Marco Allison, the whistleblower, who had the information about the corrupt act of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's son in the Golden, how you call this, the project, how you call, oh God, it will come to my mind. He had some tangible information on some lawmakers who collected money. At the end of the day, Marco Allison was never protected. Marco Allison died in that place. They say, oh, the man go rob boat. We saw his body over water. They say, oh, the man died. The man died. The man died. So the Unity Party is noted for coming at people who want to be very vocal to expose them. We have a video recording of how you call Koga threatening Julius J on his own radio station. Threatening Julius J. The clips are here, we can play it. And telling Julius J other stuff. You heard from Matthew Nyeplu, who said when they were having a meeting at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, Jerelimek Pia told some of the officials that the journalists then that are more want to be too sharp on the government will come at them. And they even said, how you call him, Julius J, he must be taken from OKFM. We saw this government when they came out, they intimidated the press. They said, oh, other people owing, we're coming close down radio station. They were all meant to intimidate. So we know the modus operandus of the Unity Party government. When they want to come at you, they will silence you in every way possible. The stories are just many. But I want to stop here. And I want to give each of our panelists the next 3 minutes. And this time around, I want to hear from our brother. We'll start from our brother Frank. My brother Frank, what do you make of this story? You listening, you see the report here, investment climate, they told us Liberia investment climate is very bad. He's South African. Go to our country to go and invest. At the end of the day, they unalive him. Let's hear from you, my brother. And this is not only the thing that is happening. There are a lot of other people, mysterious death, that are going around the place. Let's hear what you have.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. You see, God has his own way of doing things. You know, the way we men think, that's not how God thinks. Let us be frank here. I think President George Manneh Weah, God that he said is answering him. Now, let me say this. I am not happy or joyful, you know, for innocent people to lose their life, right? But we got to speak the obvious. Now, the God that President George Manneh Weah serve, the God is Allah. He is a true living God, and our God is answering his prayer. Okay? These are the same opposition who went on social media or on internet, take out their body from their country, mortuary, and then put it on the internet and says it is Liberia. And then says Liberia was a no-go zone. No investor should go to Liberia. They pray for these things. They advocated for these things. But yet they stay. These same people gave reports. And they said Liberia climatic condition for doing business was great under George Manneh Weah. And they grade him well. With all their evil prayers, with all their evil doings, to the extent, I always say this. They forced this man to make music. Just so Liberian people could understand. This man make music and said they lie on me. The thing they said I did, I didn't do it. I'm innocent of what they are accusing me of. This man was praying to the God he served. And this man said, vindicate me, Lord. If I did these things, bring me to book. If I didn't do these things, vindicate me. And the Lord told him, wait for your time. Your time will come that the Liberian people will see. Here it is, we are seeing it. And that's why I see on social media, I see this man dancing, and then there's same people now who are in power saying this man is not serious. You see the country going through this. How can you be dancing? No! Freedom! Happiness is freedom. You do not take somebody joy. This man is joyful. The last time we checked, didn't we see Joseph Boyka celebrating his birthday? Didn't we see him dancing? With all the economic hardship, with the hardship in Liberia, didn't we see Joseph Boyka celebrating his birthday and dancing? What did you guys say about it? You got president. Oh, look at our dynamic president. Oh, look at the first lady. You never said anything. But here it is. A man who is not in government, a man who is a common civilian, a common citizen of Liberia, who have this free will to do anything. You still jealous this man. You still talking about him if to say he's even, that's election time. You happy, you do not want to see this man happy. This man is rejoicing to the God that he served and said, thank you that the Liberian people are seeing it now. Liberia is a zone now where people can go to investors. I mean investment, sorry. It's a country people can go to investment. Now, these are the people who advocated for evil things to happen. And now it is happening. The Bible said, do not pray for evil against your brother, because it will come back to haunt you. Now it is happening today where investors are afraid to come. These are the people who advocated. No investor should go. But CDC is not advocating for investors not to go in the country. Investors themselves are saying that Liberia is not a safe place. These are the investors who are making reports to say the climatic condition of Liberia for investors is not fruitful. Do not go there. CDC is not advocating for that. CDC is not running propaganda for that. And we talk about it, we are talking about it because it is a report of these foreign investors or these, foreigners who are talking to their citizens that, listen, this is Liberia. In fact, when these people come out with the report, it's not in the interest of Liberian, it is in their citizen interest, telling them, do not go to Liberia. We are not advocating for it. But it is happening because this is what you pray for. This is what you advocated for. And then when we speak, you want to say, we don't love Liberia, we hate Liberia. No, because the man who said, build Liberia, talk Liberia, speak Liberia, it is a man that came that brought in division. Here is a man, the Capitol building, or whatsoever building brand, with no investigation. This man did not get police report. We're in a war and see the president, something will happen, national issue will happen, right? Or national disaster. And then you come out to say this hooligan, you already know who did it without any investigation. That's a division right there. Because in your mind, it is people from the other side, the opposition who did it. Because in your administration, you try so hard, right, to intimidate the CDC supporter or CDCs, right, so that they can go on the street or whatsoever to create chaos because you know your government is dysfunctional, so that you can tell Liberian it is this hooligan, it is CDC that making a no investor coming, that making it we are not doing nothing, that are doing these disasters and things. All the way you try, you intimidated them, went to their headquarters, went to their private places to intimidate them, but they remain kind. They remain respectful. They remain as Liberian, as citizens who understand that the even government themselves or himself that is in power, who said, no, we are too intelligent for this government and this president. We will not dance to their tune because we are not devil worshippers. We are not devil dancer. We will not dance to their tune because they want to put blame on us. We will not do it. Citizens did not do it. You feel your own government. And for reports to come out, it is not strange to us. Like I said, we are not happy, but again, they see you sow. Let's see have germinated or they are germinating and they are getting fruits. We have 5 years to go. You have no partners because the partners, you are getting the partners. You are getting the investors. How will they come? You have nobody. You are isolated. And Liberia going to be isolated. It was prophesied. If you elect Joseph Iman Baka, there will be disaster. Aren't you seeing a disaster? There will be calamity. Aren't you seeing a calamity? You are insane. You are human being. What is happening? Are we not seeing children killing their own parents for no food? Let's be frank here. So when we say there are more disasters to come, these are the things that we analyze. These are the obvious that we are discussing and giving the obvious reasons that will happen. Because we have a government that is lawless. We have a government that is meaningless. We have a government that is not thoughtful of people. We have a government that do not know what leadership is, that do not know how to identify his or her citizens. That's the kind of government we have. So a government that have no protection for its citizens, will it be the government that will protect other nationality? It will not happen because the government do not know how to protect its own citizens. You cannot protect your own children. When you protect other people's children outside of your home, it's not going to happen. And that is why Liberian, we say get ready for more disasters.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get to our brother, my brother Frank. My brother Frank, you listening to this story, I saw you read it, about these 3 government officials, Thomas Fala, Vice President Jeremiah Cohn, and that of Prince Moye, who it is alleged that these people were sharing good bit of money because the hotel manager is in possession of this video camera. They want to get that video camera for him. They have tried every means and failed. They decide to unalive him. You read the investment climate, what they said about Liberia. In fact, what they even said about the justice system, that it is terrible. that there is no way that people will be able to get justice. The justice system is just very bad, according to the report. The report is just so damaging. What do you make of this recent death of somebody who left from his country to come and invest in your country, or you know, come and work in your country, whatever he's doing as a manager? What do you think? What kind of signal that they send for us? Let's hear from you, my brother.
Yeah, Prince, for me, it's serious. If the government want investment or investor to come to the country, they need to investigate. They need to put every card on the table to investigate, to show signal us out there that you're welcome to invest in the country. So, it left with the Bouaka government. He is in power. The United Party is in power. The Surrey they know it. They left with him. They promised the Liberian people they came to rescue the country. They kind of said, Georgia were not doing the right thing, and the Liberian people, they came together and voted the president out. Let me say something to the investment climate, the 2024 report. There's not only, for me, it's old story. Let me remind Liberians and the followers that you share this video or on the Palava, but please try to share it. It started on early Johnson Shirley. You see a lot of NGOs in the country, no investment. I told Liberians in here, our country in serious trouble, serious trouble. Disregard politics, disregard party line, whatsoever. We're 176 years old, the oldest independent nation in West Africa. I mean, Africa as a whole. The poorest, one of the poorest in the West African region. We're in serious deep trouble. Generation pass and go, is still going on. Just like they curse the nation. I don't know what's going on in our country. Smart people are ruling this nation. Clever people are ruling the nation. Different group of people are ruling this country. Since independence, with vast resources at our time, today we cannot get our country straightened out. It's hard. I said something on the past government, on the George Weah government, because before I used to blow whistle for the past government. Where they keeping money that the government never knew about. I used to go and tell the former government. That was my plan. I said a whistle blower. I will still blow whistle for my country to win. Anywhere I see leakage, the money somewhere early, that the government can maneuver and get this money, I will tell the government. That's my own job. That's my own pledge. That's my own contribution. If they work after it, they will get it. I told the former government, because Ellen Johnson didn't struggle for investment also. They were former President George Weah came to power. They had a similar situation. No investment went to Liberia. No great investor went to Liberia. I told Liberians, especially the legislature, our capital building the legislature, you need to change your corporate, anybody that is in the legislature here, when they just share this video today, they need to change our corporate tax. We have one of the highest corporate tax, 25% corporate tax. No investment will hear that kind of money go invest in the country. That's like where people agree. The European Union is 21%. How can they lead to the 1% corporate tax with a millions of dollars? They will invest in Europe, they will not go to like going 25%. America now, Donald Trump is trying to reduce it to 18. So who are the 18% corporate tax to come to Liberia to invest for 25%? You are a joker. They're not throwing money in the garbage. They want to get a return investment. So in the legislature that made new law for the sake of the Liberian people, they say they are smart people, they will reduce our corporate tax. And furthermore, they see that our investors will not go to our country. 177 years old country who have total electricity. We don't have total electricity. How can an investor go to Liberia with no electricity? But with new generator, they will fail them. They can never invest that money. Liberia will just start dreaming. Just start dreaming. No investor will go there. Drinking things down for you. Your healthcare system, one of the poorest in the West African region, the poorest in Africa, the poorest healthcare system. How can an investor go there? What they went there for? You get poor healthcare system, your security apparatus, the security apparatus, they're all over the place. no roads, no running water. Liberia start joking. The people will not go to be there. Nobody will gamble their money in Liberia. People that will gamble their money in Liberia, those that want to corrupt the system, that want to take our natural resources and other stuff there to bring it on our behalf. But for real investors, with the real investor to go put the $230 million into the country to open mini company, a other corporation, it will be hard because our climate, we don't have total electricity, we don't have running water, we don't have roads. These are the things, these are the things I used to tell the former president way back. If you get these things in the making, investor will come. The other countries in West Africa, they're playing magic. Rwanda, they're not playing magic. Ghana, they cannot play magic. They got total electricity. They got road. They got good healthcare system. We don't have these things. So nobody will gamble that money in the Republic of Liberia. So if the Unity Party people start serious, we need total electricity. They need total. We need a serious challenge to the well-being of the nation. Every great nation needs electricity. You need healthcare system. If you don't have a healthcare system, your people will die. Your people will die if you don't have a healthcare system. So I will always tell my followers here, all those that follow the platform, see about your own health. See about your own health. Go to your doctor, check yourself. Every 6 months, 7 months, if you get any sickness, the doctor will diagnose you. Don't let the sickness spread into you. They will destroy your immune system. So Liberia, Prince, that statement is being all over the internet. Thousands of thousands. Prince, I break something down before the same platform here. When Georgia was ruling, I had somebody from Turkey to go invest. The person look at the same condition. All of the same Georgia, former Georgia, they couldn't invest because we never had electricity. We never had all these facilities that will be suitable for the investors in the gold, security. That one of the serious thing because capital millionaires are all targets. They are all targets for armed robbers and other people. So how will these guys go to the country when we about your country? Killing all in the street, people dying. The mistake Joseph Waka made, the mistake he made, the Capitol building got on fire. As a president, to immediate investigation. It's the first branch of government. That is the first branch of government. For the international war, it was all the media stations around the world, all in the European newspaper here, I saw it. So as a president, commanding chief of the armed forces of Liberia, you summon the security apparatus to do utter investigation, to put that thing to rest, bring forensic there to come help the nation. Because the first branch of government, you're doing your own thing. So imagine the executive master go on fire. What will you people say? So we in a serious dilemma. We in serious challenge, Prince. For investors, it's a best. It will continue around in the 5 years time, and the bring total electricity and other aspects. Then probably in 2029 or 2027, 2020, then we will talk about investors that will go to the country. I think he said when he said, while Liberia are not investing to the country, Liberia have money outside to invest many businesses in the country. You know why they don't have? Because you cannot invest in the country without electricity. You cannot power your investment with generator. And besides that, the atmosphere, the city itself, the Liberian people, when you try to go invest in the country, they try to play you. They try to destroy investment. I want to make everybody in the Western world, they don't want to put thousands of dollars, millions of dollars into that country individually. They just open their own mini businesses. But now if we are real investment in there, so Prince is very, very hard. And if the Guatemala government want for investors to come, they try to investigate that debt that happened. Because in all on social media, people reading about it. So that's what I have to say, Prince.
All right. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. My take on this issue, let me say to you fellow Liberians. When we were coming up, Helena Wilson, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Nissen, how are you? Thank you so much. Rutland EN Shield, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Dubon Hill, thank you so very kindly. I mean, all of you. When we were coming up, there was this song that we used to sing. I don't know, sometimes the children can still sing it. It says, Be careful, little more what you say.
Why
Be
you
careful,
say,
little
yeah,
more
that's
what you
true.
say. Because I know God in heaven is watching above us also. Be careful, little more what you say.
But you say yes.
I am saying this to me, fellow Liberians, like
We are
my
old
two
school, you know
colleagues
what I'm
said.
saying? We are old school.
Yeah, my two colleagues said, none of us on this platform are praying for investors not to enter the country, like the Unity Party people were doing when they were in opposition. Like they were
Yes.
passing around and encouraging people, say no investor. There has never been a
Lying.
day we have ever discouraged people from investing in Liberia. Our brother Wilmer is always here raising up the alarm, speaking of the issue, places that this government can go to be able to ensure that they get, whatever dividend they're supposed to get, whatever benefits and stuff. So none of us have ever discouraged people investing in Liberia. But remember that this government itself has already set the tune to discourage people who wants to invest in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
When they were in opposition, they planted this seed that Liberia is a dangerous ground to invest in.
Yes.
It was exhibited by their behavior. These people protested morning, afternoon, and night, and we told them that this thing you're doing, it will cause problem. They ran all kind of propaganda against the government. They put lies together. They make Liberia to look like a nation that plane should not even fly over, because when the plane fly over that nation, maybe they will bring a plane down. Joseph Numa Bueka openly said, if I not win the country here, it will be no more. With
They will
damage.
end. Mm-hmm.
The investor, the people who you want to invest are watching. Joseph Numa Bueka nephew killed somebody. He said, you're on live this man, you're eliminate the man. Joseph Numa Bueka ain't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
When Johnson is on record, it's on video, we have in the video of exterminating somebody, helping, aiding, and abetting to take away somebody's life. The person stay in government. Sylvester Grispe went to the play, poor people keeping their money. When people retire, NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
He went there and took $600,000+. The man stayed there as Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. The man enjoying himself. We have a budget that does not even promote electricity. We have a budget that does not even promote the health sector. When you look in the budget, Joseph Numa Bueka own budget alone, the one he's supposed to get, is more than the one JFK is supposed to get. You have a country or you have a leader, this old man that you think will come and he will behave like a human being or like somebody who wants to see a better Liberia. This man come, and when you look, the budget is a reflection of where the nation is going. Whether the nation will be good or will be bad is a reflection. Look at the budget. The budget alone can tell you that Joseph Numa Bueka and his gangster are not serious. What are the things that encourage investors? Let's look at security.
Mm-hmm.
The security have deteriorated significantly. In fact, it have gone down to rock bottom level. The security system. Yesterday, you could run to the police. You could look at a police officer and be comfortable to argue with him. But today, you dare not try it. They will shoot you to death. They will take away your life. They will take away your life. The police yesterday that was seen as the friend of the citizen, the police now is no longer the friend of the citizen. The police is a death squad of Joseph Numa Bueka that he can send them to go and carry on his errand. And nothing will come from inside. Nothing, absolutely nothing will come from inside. The rule of law, because these are things that investors look at. The rule of law. Look at our court system. Look at the court system. It's ratting, it's stinking, it's smelling. Look at the court system. We have an issue where the speaker decided that, look, I will not use violence. I will go to the court. Let the court be able to judge this matter. The speaker went to the court that is supposed to come up with sound judgment and explain it. Let it be simple for everybody to hear. The court, as I speak to you, the court is in silence. The court is in silence. The men ran to the justice system. You see, why is it that people taking law into their own hand? The speaker will be the speaker, the big man, the third man in command in the government system. This man ran to the court. The court went and pour kind of stupid English together. They put it outside. Up to now, we still fighting. A lot of people, It is only in Liberia that I see lawyers who are supposed to interpret law. When a law is interpreted, everybody go, they get two people on the other side interpreting the law the way they want to interpret, the other side interpreting the way they want to interpret. And the Supreme Court that is supposed to speak for the people, they quiet, they sitting down, the boys there are drinking champagne. The justice, the High Court, the Supreme Court judge, she going to go open your daughter, how you call playground. While we have serious issue that will plunge that nation into chaos, the Oma, the Oma enjoying yourself, the Oma go open your daughter playground. He's saying that they say you leave these boys, let them fuel themselves. Say you leave these boys, let them fuel themselves. Lawlessness has taken over the country, like Roland E. N. Shalom has rightly said it. The country has become lawless under President Joseph Numa Boyka. Let me pin this comment. Thank you so very kindly, my brother, for adding to my thoughts. The country has become, Joseph Numa Boyka was the first person that set an example to tell investors when you come in the country here, that me will say invest, you invest, and that me will say you not invest, you not invest. Investors should be protected by law.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have issue, they can run to the court and the court will make decision. But it seems that if now the justice system under Joseph Numa Boyka is just a piece of nonsense. He ain't got time for. I will give you this example. The court told Joseph Numa Boyka, say, the thing what you doing, the people then they get 10 position. Lead the people then. Joseph Numa Boyka look at the court for law and say, nonsense what you're talking, I will teach you a lesson. What did he do? He bypassed the court. He suspended the people and say, your suspension, time indefinite. Is this somebody that respect the rule of law? That they play that serious investor, like women rightly said, the only people that want to invest in that kind of country are criminal there, because I play criminal can go to invest. Criminal will always go to the play the system not correct, that they can use their money. They give you $5, then they take $1 million in exchange because they're doing griba thing. They're doing all kind of koyokayaki, all kind of thing they're doing. Now, we will not expect this old man who quote unquote get 40-something year experience to be behaving like this. You will never expect it. But look at what is happening. The court now is becoming the place that nobody get interest in. Why you think and will continue? Look, investors will want to invest in a country. I was just reading something before coming on here. And it talks about what encourage foreign investors in a country. It talks about one, the rule of law.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about the rule of law. Because it is the rule of law that is going to protect people's investment. It is the rule of law. When the law there, when the court system there is strong, when the court, when the law is strong, that people can hold people accountable, investors will want to invest in that country. It talks about the government. Let me just sorry. It says I'm sorry. The government own strategy to encourage investors. Like you just said it just now. Look at our own investment tariff, or look at what we have there.
Mm-hmm.
You get 20-something% in a country that you're supposed to be encouraging investors to come.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You have a very high tax for those investors. And at the end of the day, those things, for example, electricity, who you think will want to come and invest, they bring their own. You know how many people burning on electricity to maintain even their generator, the maintenance cost of their generator? You know how much they are getting? You know how much they are spending? The security system is just completely damaged. You get police officers, almost 100 plus of them, who are not on government payroll, but they're in government uniform. But they're not on government payroll yet. Can you imagine this? No, it's almost like you get armed robbers that are in police uniform passing around. That's how it's looking like. That's why you see all kind of mysterious things are happening. You get 100 plus police officers who are not on government payroll. They can't, you put it in uniform, but on the street, you say your way is small. Your way is small. Your way is small. But they are in uniform. They are among us. Don't you think that these people are able to take arms and go and commit atrocities? It's definitely it's possible. So all of these things, look at the environment. Government ministers, they're just doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing. They're intimidating people. Look at this young guy. I'm not his fan. I don't know him. One guy who Avi Kroma accused, Baba Too Sweet. This guy went to the city mayor of Pinsville and said, the area here, I can do something here. I'm a Liberian. a young Liberian, I want to invest. I want to ensure that I build something and turn it over to the government. Only because Gregory Como, yeah, man, AB Kroma, that two of them were in that Krikata Kukoji thing, because this guy was able to expose AB Kroma significantly. At the end of the day, guess what? Gregory Como now want to use it against this guy. So they now look at this young guy who they call Baba Tusui, but you know his name, his real name, I don't know. That anything he put in, they will go after him. Look at what is happening. And these are the people that are saying, oh, no investor will come in the country, no investor will come. Now you're seeing it now. The thing you said yesterday is catching up with you now. Investors are not coming. The few investors are coming, you are using your own hand to drive them out. You guys have killed this man. Do you know the signal that I sent out there? There is no proper investigation. According to, they say the police sent out a report. I need to take my own time to read. What is that report saying? At the end of the day, they just put it under the carpet. They just put it under the carpet and say they made that cause this soda. No, you know what it means for you to be in Liberia, to be working in Liberia as a foreign investor, as a manager. That man in Liberia, that man is not paying his own rent. That's the first thing. He is not paying his own rent. The money that man is making in Liberia as a hotel manager is too plenty. Unless when you want to eat your own food. I know what I'm talking about. And most of you know. These people who are, from out of the country, from different countries that are working in our country, there are a lot of opportunities that they have. A lot of opportunities. These people are paid, some of them are paid on an hourly basis, while some of the people are paid on a monthly basis. Some of them, they take their pay by week. Some of them, they are even weekly staffing. It's even more than some people 10 month pay. And you sit down in front of him and say, the man commit crime, he commit murder, he drink, he take custody soda, he put in a boy, he drink the custody soda. What kind of nonsense is this? So you expect people to invest in that kind of country? You invest you expect anything sound from Liberia? You have set the pace, Joseph Nyuma Boyka. You and your gangster have set the page to ensure that the country become ungovernable. You can respect the rights of people to protest. Look at what happened. A president will sit down and make an open statement so that people can corrupt. Is Joseph Nyuma Boyka not giving his official the green light to say you're going corrupt? What kind of serious investor want to go invest in Liberia? We are not happy hearing these things. We want for people to invest in our country. We want for people to invest. But when the people listen to the justice minister, look, I will play something here, right? Before we go to our last topic, I will play something here.
Yeah, because we're going 2 hours now.
Yeah, definitely. I will play something here from the justice minister himself. And when you hear this, you almost want to cry. Listening to what the justice minister of Joseph Nyuma Boyka is saying to the Liberian people. I don't want you to listen to me. I don't want you to believe what I am saying. I want you to listen to the justice minister of Joseph Nyuma Boyka and hear what he is saying about the country. The man who is supposed to be the the man who is supposed to be the mouthpiece, the man who is supposed to be there to speak for the government. I want you to listen to what this man has to say. Let me play it here quickly. Let me play it here so you can hear it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. Let me see here. Let me see here. And people are sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Sorry. 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I want to bring this out so that we can play it for you to hear it. We are far across our time. So, anyways, where is this justice minister? Where is this justice minister? Okay. All right. I think he's on this other page. Let me just change this quick and bring it here so that we can play this. Where is this justice minister? Listen to Joseph Nyuma Boyka, justice minister, and you will know the kind of mess that we find ourselves in.
You even need to believe it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring it up here. So just bear with me while I try to bring it up here. Sorry, oh my people, you're sorry, you're sorry, you're sorry, you're sorry. Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. Now I get it right here. So let me just do this. Bring it here. And people, you're sorry. We are we are producing at the same time, presenting. So just bear with us. I want you to listen now. It is on here. I want you to listen to the Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia. Listen to what this man is telling you and myself. What he is telling investors. Listen to what he's saying to investors. Let me play it right here. Okay. Why? That's good.
She was rescued from the mob, rushed to the early hospital for medical attention, but unfortunately, she died. We all can also recall the mild violence against a lady accused of being a criminal in the commercial district rather in Peaceville. She was stripped naked, severely beaten, and sexually assaulted after she was accused by some unidentified individual that she stole from them. Shamefully, they are stressing this, shamefully, bystanders watch who are stepping in to help her. This situation is so serious that just the other day, the Supreme Court of Liberia, all the justices, met with me, the Inspector General of Police, and the Executive Director of Liberian Authority to discuss the situation as it affects the judiciary, especially the prevention of the enforcement and judgment of the post for angry crowds. Our country, my brothers and sisters, is moving too fast down the wrong path. She was rescued from the mob, rushed to the early hospital for medical attention, but unfortunately, she died. We all can also recall the mild violence against a lady accused of being a criminal in the commercial district rather in Peaceville. She was stripped naked, severely beaten, and sexually assaulted after she was accused by some unidentified individual that she stole from them. Shamefully, they are stressing this, shamefully, bystanders watch who are stepping in to help her.
So listening to this part, what he's about to say, as he said it first, I want you to listen to this. The Justice Minister, the man who is supposed to be the man, the justice man for the country, the only man was supposed to say in front of the president, Mr. President, they want it not correct. They want it not correct. Listen to what the man has to say, his report about Liberia justice system and where we are. Listening to it now. Oh, sorry.
This situation is so serious that just the other day, the Supreme Court of Liberia, all the justices, met with me, the Inspector General of Police, and the Executive Director of Liberian Authority to discuss the situation as it affects the judiciary, especially the prevention of the enforcement and judgment of the post for angry crowds. Our country, my brothers and sisters, is moving too fast down the wrong path.
Yeah, let me move this from here. I play it for the second time for you to hear it, so that you don't say, oh yeah, there are people there, they're talking their own thing. You listening to the Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia, the man who is the official lawyer for the government, the man who is supposed to sell Liberia out there as it relates to law, to rule, to order. You listen to what this man is saying. Say our country, he narrated all of the mob justice that have been going on. What kind of serious country? And fellow Liberians, the number is here, 443-991-3356. Maybe we'll take one or two calls. If any call come in, we'll pause and then we take the call. Any of you have anything to say on those things that we have discussed, you can give us a call. The number to call is 443-991-3356. Again, the number to call is 443-991-3356. So you're listening to the Justice Minister telling us that the country is going downhill, lamenting and enumerating those lawless behavior of citizens. And citizens are listening. Other investors are listening. And they may say the country going downhill. My brother Frank, while we are with the call, let's start this from you as we try to run up. Again, fellow Liberians, you can give us a call. The number to call is 443-991-3356. That's the number to call. You can give us a call and we'll hear from you what you have to say. You can talk your own, say what you have on your mind. Disagree, agree, fine. My brother Frank, let's hear from you. You're listening to the Justice Minister. You know all these things happening, various death, and hear what this man is saying, that the country is going down. What say you? Let's hear from you, my brother.
Brother Prince,
Mm.
you see, let me go with our dynamic President George Manuel Weah. Because President George Manuel Weah respected the rule of law, and he spoke with citizens to respect the rule of law, and he spoke with citizens not to take actions into their own hands. If anything happened, let it go to the court so that the court can justify who is wrong and who is right. President George Manuel Weah spoke those things, okay, to the citizens of Liberia, many days, and people listening, because he said, look, in order for his nation to move, there have to be peace with one another. Because if we don't have peace with one another, we will not drive forward. We will not move forward. So it is nation that build peace. It is nation. It is peace that build nation. It is peace that unite people. It is peace that bring understanding. It is peace that make us to put our differences aside, right, and reconcile and get together in unity. All right, to move a nation forward. Those are the messages of President George Manuel Weah, and that is why. Let me give you one instance. That is why Luca Ritchie, who almost killed Jessica Lord, when it happened, you saw the boy. What he said? He said, "My fight was to make sure this man is safe and get him to the police. Then for people to come and beat him and kill him out." And that's what he said. He said, my fight was to get him to the police. And that's what he did. They fought and they made sure they protected Luca Ritchie to turn him over to the police. And there are many instances when instant things happen, they always say, no, don't do nothing. You will see people running on the scene. Don't do this, don't do that, don't beat him. Then the police can take him to the police station. We saw these things. But under Joseph Boakai, what do you expect? Nothing but the worst. Because this man came into power by killing through violence. We saw those things. We saw it during the campaign time. All right, breaking all rebels and making them rescue, soldiers. Okay, we saw it. Intimidating people, right? We saw them killing people innocently in his own country, Lofa country. Okay, his own people killing them. But Joseph Boakai did not make any comment, did not talk anything, but he felt that those people, they are Silesian, they support CDC. And once you support CDC, you are now Liberian, you are either Guinean, or you are either Sierra Leonean, where he's from, or you are either Ivorian, right? He did not take you to be a Liberian. We saw these things. And they never made any comment, and they supported it. And the same people that committed this violence, right? He told them and put them into his government. And they are into his government, getting Liberian people taxes or getting paid, right? While Liberians are there, all the meaningful Liberians are there, don't have this opportunity. Now, these are just examples. And then this man came into power, right? And we said these things already. And we just, trying to maybe put little detail on it for people to understand. You should expect citizens to be violent, because that's what they saw before this man came into power. And that's what they have seen over the years. When this man came into power, violating people's rights. Now, the first things that happened, this man ordered the shooting, the killing of innocent citizens who went to go ask for their resources. All right, no, this is our country. This is our district. This is our area. This company came here, they promised this. Oh no, Joseph Imam Boakai. Now he's in power. We have the opportunity, our leader, to go to him, right? Or to go to the company so that Boakai can come and fight for us. No, Boakai ordered his police to shoot these innocent citizens. And up to this time, nothing came from it. Boakai did not talk. He did not come on social media or whatsoever to talk. Nothing. Now, soldier one of their own, the man who fight, who gave his life for Liberia, they killed this man in cold blood. Up to this time, no investigation. A soldier who valued his life for the country died. They killed him. Nothing came from ISA. Innocent citizens died around town through police brutality, through other citizens. Nothing comes from there because this is what they saw Joseph Imam Boakai doing, killing people before he came to power. And by him to say, right, for this person to say, Liberia is going down the drain too fast, down the wrong road too fast, that speak volume. That speak volume of what is ahead to happen, because he's saying it, he already predicted it. What's going to happen? That is why he said Liberia is going down the line too fast, right? That means it was not happening, right? But now Boakai came in from the campaign time and up to this time, killing people. So citizens themselves are seeing that, but if the leader can do it, if the police can do it, then we see the police beating one another. If police can beat one another almost to the point of death. We saw one last time when they were fighting over how they call it chicken tea or something. They beat another policeman. Policeman beat another policeman. He fainted. He almost died, lying down there, and nobody cared. And citizens seeing these things. So if citizens see these things that are happening, what do you think will happen? And it's the same way they will take the law into their own hand. Okay, they will beat people, they will kill people. Even if that person committed or did not commit a crime, right? They will kill that person. Look at what they did to the guy who they said allegedly he stole a bag or he can steal back. Look at what they did. This man on the floor, powerless. They took rock, big head of a rock, knock it on his head, and to say that someone is killing snake or someone is killing dog or someone is killing animal. Took that rock, knock it on his head like this. Stepping on him until this man lie down there, his life leading out of him, dying, and they all dead. Imagine, look at the crowd, and there was no one in our crowd to stop those people. They all went there. In fact, there was a guy that they interviewed. He said, in fact, that he died. Okay, in fact, if I am to hit him again to steal him, I will do it. A man, a father. Even if this man stole a bag or he can steal back, that does not give you the right to kill him, to take his life. You can't do that. Turn him over, protect this man and turn him over to the police and let the law deal with him. But again, in a country that we have no law, the president cannot respect the law. Okay, his cabinet cannot respect the law. They are bravery all over, and the president can bribe people to remove people. If the president can bribe people to get people to his side, what does that speak to you? He already said, look, he support corruption that we saw in the video, encouraging people to be corrupt, because everybody have seen, the whole world have seen that Boakai is corrupt. Boakai pay people huge amount of money to remove an elected speaker. How can you do that? So in a country where we have the leader who does not respect the rule of law, in a country where we have the leader who does not care for human's life, what do you think? The followers will do the same thing, because your followers do exactly what you are doing.
Sure. Thank you so very kindly. My brother, let's hear from you, Jake. Let's hear from you. You listening to the Justice Minister made it very clear. Let's hear from you.
We don't have a lot of time. So let me just remind followers here, in 2025, all the followers and listeners, you'll help to share this video on the Parliament Room. Followers, I'm asking you people on behalf of our platform, now in 2025, we told you people wanted to be part of the debating, like we wanted to get a radio station. I wanted to pay to start now 2025. We're starting it very soon. We're serious about this now. No time to waste now. So anything you can gather, your $5, your $10, free sharing, we'll put the link up there. Any contribution, we're ready now. Ready now to buy a lot of things, to register, to find a radio station. We carrying the debate into Liberia to discuss Liberia and other social things on our platform. So we're asking you, we're appealing to you people to please stand now by March January, February, by March, we want to gather that money, find a suitable radio station, a friendly radio station that we can subscribe to, and we be paying it every year or every month. It depends. For to have that debate, it can be only like 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes will be enough for us. So we are paying to new people. So your contribution we highly appreciate it. So Prince, as you said, you played a video. A lot of followers listen to the video. We get 3 branches of government. You know, the judiciary is one of the most powerful people. The judiciary branch one of the most powerful branches in the Republic of Liberia. The chief, the lawyer to the president, the chief, he already said it. The country, all rule and laws have been broken. People into more violence in the country. One of the disturbing things, very serious. People just killing people for no reason. So in a disarray, as too many people mean, I like to talk about investment, money, other places, other things considering our country for our country to win for the next generation of Liberians. Chris, it's not easy. It will be tough on the Unity Party, but I believe they can turn around. The president go if you see most of the video and people, those that love Unity Party, if they really ready to match George Weah or to be more legend than George Weah presidency. What can frustrate me sometimes? Parker is 81 years old now. He can leave a legacy if he wants to. He already old. So it's okay. I fight for the team. I will come to power and be better than George Weah. Put everything on the table. You know, you got nothing to lose again. You're not going for a second turn. You're not going to one turn. So the only thing you have to do to develop a country, to face the country, for people to not even compare you to George Weah anymore, to forget about the memories of George Weah, but you're not doing it. You're only concentrating on the main dance. You're on social media, arguing about the main dance and thing. You're ruling the country because they keep the power through lies, through propaganda, through false narrative, through hoaxes and other things. Today, you can't govern through that lie. George Weah tell you when he bail Royal, you go, you see the road. He bail hospital, you see the hospital. But the Unity Party, no, nothing tangible. They cannot lie to govern. When you say you break ground, we know you will do that. You bail this one, we will see it. So govern to govern, you don't have to lie. Be in opposition, you can lie. You can say lie to come to power. But as you ruling the country, so I believe if Joseph Boakai can reshuffle his government, if there's smart people around him, they can take things around. But please, I always tell people, Liberia is a broke nation, very, very broke nation. So every Boakai will take $1.7 billion, $1.4, $1.5 billion for the next 5 to 6 years to pay for wages and expenditure, salary and expenditure. I said the Unity Party contingent, the big mafia get. You have got to gather $1.7 billion. And the same thing that happened under the former president, Samuel Tweeden, they look for $1.7 billion in 6 years time. Therefore, for salary and expenditure, besides development, where are we taking our money from? Our natural resources are not bringing all these funds into our cover anymore. Metal City are taking your last resources. We are a poor nation. Our timber industry is not nothing going on. The rubber industry, nothing going on. People now around the world recycling. The world is on a different path, different level. Isn't it the grace of God? It's smart people now to come to the outside world. I want to tell the Unity Party people, you are leading all out. Campaign time. It's time for everybody to work together for to face our country. You get point making all in Europe and other places that can go and talk to investors and bring them to the country and bring other people on table and bring investors into the country. We need millions of dollars. We need billions of dollars. So the country is in disarray. No good healthcare system in our country. Deplorable nation. Our borders lands are weak. Anybody can infiltrate our borders. Anybody can infiltrate our borders. Drugs are engulfed the whole nation. Over 300,000 are on drugs. Serious drugs. The youth are dying. Who build nation are the youth? Old people don't build nation. Old people in assistance family don't build nation. But the new generation where investment start to come in like New York. Where do we take the manpower from? Because most of our youth are on drugs. Most of our youth are on drugs. Which one of the statistics, I think you've seen it on social media. Too much accident in our country. I break it down here before. 50,000 are going down for car accident every year. 50,000 facts. They die from car accident every year. Where our country leading to? No rule of law, nothing. The police taking bribe. We don't have no safety rules and rules. So people dying. In less than 10 years, 200,000 people will die for car accident alone now, just for car accident. So that's what I have to say for you guys know it with the time going on and so.
Sure. Thank you, my brother, so very kindly, like you said, and that's why we continue to say we are speaking out not because we hate the government. We are speaking out not because we have any personal issue against anybody who is in the government. We are speaking out because this government promised the people of Liberia. According to what the government said to us as Liberians, they said they were coming to rescue us. They said, Joseph Numa Boyka said it. They were coming to do things in a different way, different form, in a different manner. We are holding this government accountable because that's what the government said from the very beginning. Before the government could come, the government told us, hold us accountable. We have come to rescue. But it is unfortunate. Everything that we see is completely contrary to the word rescue. Instead of rescuing, it's risky. Every day there are series of different things. Can you imagine people are not killing family members because of Christmas? Just imagine that. The level of violence has increased to the highest level in Liberia. And all of these things are happening because Joseph Nyoma Boyka, who is an elderly man, who is supposed to be there to set the example, endorsed it from the very beginning. Joseph Nyoma Boyka said it's okay that when you elect me for you to even go and exterminate your entire family because you like me. It's okay. So the pattern, people are following the same pattern. When these people were in opposition, they used their mouth and they said things that you should not even make mention of, things that were unspeakable. They said it. They were relaxed, saying these things. Today, look at what is happening. The entire system, our entire governance system is under a serious threat. You have the president want to be an authoritarian. He wants to have full control. He running behind the legislative branch because he want to have somebody there. One country, Liberia now said history with two speakers. One country with two speakers. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And that's why I want to say thank you to you, fellow Liberians, who continue to support us. We need your help. We have entered the year 2025.
Yes.
We got to elevate this debate. There is absolutely nobody that can discuss the issue more than we discuss the issue. Because when we are discussing, we are bringing you facts. If only we have the time, the chance, and opportunity, everything we talk here will bring you video recordings, will bring you all of what we are saying. So we didn't come here as a novice. We are not like other people who depend on other people to discuss the issue. Like, and I want to be very clear, like people like Stanton, who buy the information, and you don't blame him. The man, that's how he lives. The man purchase information. You go about buying. It's not cheap to do what we are doing.
And we don't do propaganda yet. We don't do propaganda yet.
Anything we bring you the facts. We bring you the facts. So we have all that it takes to elevate the debate. So I want to say thank you to Honorable Frank Safoko. I want to say thank you so much. You've been here with us. Now we have gone 2 hours, 27 minutes. Can you imagine? The Honorable Mayor is here with us for all this time, 2 hours, 27 minutes. I want to say, I salute you.
Salute to you.
I appreciate you. I want to say happy birthday to somebody too, a sister of ours, Alita. Alita celebrates her natal day. I want to say happy birthday to you. It is our prayer that the Almighty God, the Almighty Allah will continue to bless you, give you the strength to ensure that, you fulfill your heart desire. I want to say happy birthday to you. And also to one of our brother, also want to say happy birthday to you, Juan Marker Gilmer, the Gideon Hard Talk. I want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Gilmer, as you celebrate your natal day. We want to say, may the Almighty bless you and give you long life, and
That may the Almighty bless you and give you long life and make you to fulfill your heart desire in whatever you desire. Remember that you have our prayers. So on behalf of the team here at Honor the Palava Hut, we want to say happy birthday. Belated because you celebrated, but still, we are in the birth month. So we want to say happy birthday to you. He's right here. Want to say happy birthday to you. He's a big brother. Juan Marker Gilmer celebrates his natal day. So I want to say happy birthday to you. We want to thank you so very kindly. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. And we wish you all of the best. Let's go to our brother as he gave us his parting statement. We'll start from our brother Frank. Frank, we want your parting statement. So happy birthday to Mr. Juan Marker Gilmer. We're going to play a music for these people before we take our leave. Yeah, my brother Frank, before you depart, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much to, Brother Wimmer and the team, the followers, everybody listening, and to the representative Safoko, for being, I know it's laid down there. But again, Liberian, supporter of, CDC, supporter of Weation, supporter of, Great Men Walking, and meaningful Liberians, right? As much as we do have the time to come up here, right, to talk, you already know what is going on. Before we come here to talk, right, I think what I would say is when we come here to talk, we just try to encourage you to hold on, all right? We just try to encourage you not to do anything contrary, right? Because we have a very long time to go, especially when you are expecting something to go the way you want it and it is not going. The clock really take long time to to finish. But what we want to say here is, don't be discouraged, of what is going on. 2029 will soon be around the corner, and we will get it going. But again, let me say this to you: we do not want you to make the same mistake that you did when you have the opportunity again to have a great leader. Please do not listen to someone else. Do not listen to any so-called American ambassador that will be in Liberia, all right, that may think, look, let me tell you something. Your interest is your interest. Not anybody. Nobody loves you. No country loves Liberian more than their citizens in their country. You love yourself. You love your Liberia. Nobody loves Liberia more than you, Liberian. For someone to come to you to tell you which leader is good for you, which leader is not good for you. Do not allow anyone, any Liberian, as we are seeing, you have seen the reality. Now, if someone come to you and tell you, say, this is A, this is B, you already know what A is good, what A is bad. You know your judgment. Don't set for someone to come and tell you, say, I will go with this person. This person say I should do this, I should do this. Do not do it. Do not do it. Let us be the kind of people who will make decisions, who will be determined, all right, to know what is wrong and what is right. Look, sure. Don't get in that illusion again for someone to sit down, right, on their platform to say they are political analysts, they are economists, because it is only Liberia, right, where no one went to school for the subject or for the course, but they know that course. They have degree in it, and they never sat in class for it. All right? Let me tell you something. If I don't have degree in something, I will tell you I don't have degree, but I will speak about it. But it is Liberia that we have those kind of people. And then these are the same people who will come to you to tell you about economics when they have never sat in class to have an economic lesson. We need to stop that. There is someone who will come and talk about the law when they have never sat in class or even sat on a law professor. We have to stop those things. We should not allow anyone to come to tell us what to do. For me, I'm so angry at that so-called American embassy. And I'm so angry at General Yeli, the so-called United States Treasury. They were the one that also fought hard to our demise today. But today, our demise, they are silent. They cannot talk. They sponsor media. They sponsor various platforms in our country to do what they did. And today, our demise, they are silent. I'm just telling you, there's a lesson learned. We should not repeat it again.
Thank you so very kindly, my brother. Let's hear from our brother, Jake.
Yeah,
As he
man.
takes
My
the stage.
closing argument is very short. But this go to the Unity Party people, the followers here. Let me tell you also the Unity Party people. You're send this message to all your cronies, everybody that ruling your country, ruling the country now. Let me tell Unity Party people, you gotta make the president, Josiah Yima Bwaga, need to make peace with the former president immediately in the next 5 years, or else you will not do nothing. Let me tell the Unity Party followers here, fast here. I was a whistleblower for George Manning. George Manning, we are their unfinished businesses. He was thinking to win the following 6 years to implement that businesses, to bring that millions of billions of dollars in Liberia. Let me remind followers here tonight. You see, Donald Trump had unfinished business in America. He came back to power. You can go check it out. He not even president yet. He finished signing $100 billion, $100 billion with a B investment package. They call it bank soft bank, so Japanese bank, Japanese entity, owned by a Japanese powerful billionaire. He finished signing that agreement already. He even take the order of office here. I just breaking to the night. John, we have their unfinished businesses. I know it, but question on it, all part of the war, all part of the war. So if the Liberian people want to grow, join a peaceful person, you want for the country to win, Joseph Bwaga need to put out an ego aside and try to have reconciliation with all the opposition leaders, the commies, the George Weah, all of them. If you bring George Weah back to his corner, George Weah will show you some link because government continue. And beside that, Unity Party people, I get plenty of whistle to blow. I can make millions of dollars. Like we get a lot of millions of dollars outside. Nobody telling you this story yet. You need to put your ego aside. Let's build our nation. Chris, I'm telling the followers again, once again, it's time for to carry the debate in Liberia. We want to go on radio station. We get serious for this now. We want to be part of that conversation. No propaganda, no lie, because we want our country to win. So, followers, you have to share this video. And praise Brother Frank. But you're not answering my question. You say there are only 2 weeks. Why are you going? I know I know you have your own YouTube show, but why are you going? Another platform calling you or what's going on? But you don't want to answer the question.
No, we'll talk that behind the scene, not here.
Okay, no problem. Anywhere you go, I wish you luck. Praise salute to you.
Thank you so very kindly again. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for taking the time off to be with us. And let me just say happy birthday to Madam Comfort Mamite. She's right here, Madam Comfort Mamite,
Okay.
a very strong sedition. I want to say
Okay.
happy birthday to you. She's celebrating another day. To our own sister Alita and that of Mr. Michael Gilman. I want to say happy birthday to all of you as you celebrate. Our prayers are with you. We wish you long life, good health, and everything that you desire for yourself. Again, I want to say thanks to all of you who have been here for the past hours, 2 hours, almost 40 minutes listening to
Yes.
us. I want to say thank you so very kindly. Happy New Year again to you. And this year, you are going to be seeing some new faces, on the platform. We're going to be reaching out. We're going to be spicing it out. We're going to try to spice it out. It's not easy. We do not really have the leverage of time. But we hope that this year we'll be able to make some time for what we do. Maybe instead of once, maybe we appear twice in a week and do what we're supposed to do. But again, I want to say thanks to all of you. One Prince Moluba asked that he wants to give you a call. My brother Frank Moluba, I don't know if you are seeing it there, but one Prince Moluba in the comment section said, he needs your WhatsApp number. So after that, after the show, you can go there in his inbox. I think you guys can have it up there. But I want to say thanks to all of you. I appreciate all of you. I mean, all of you that were here. Roland E. and Shelu, I want to say thank you so very kindly. Thank you for all the comments. Your comments are very insightful and it help us to actually spread what we are supposed to spread. So again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Until we meet here again, I'm your brother, I'm your friend, and have yourself a God bless day and bow from our end. Bye. So that's why we have it. We want to say happy birthday to all these wonderful, wonderful people. All these wonderful people, happy birthday to you as you celebrate your natal day. And probably tomorrow or so, we have the people from the reformers. On behalf of the reformers, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you, especially to the people of Iowa who hosted us. But I don't want to talk much because they have a lot of good things to say about the people of Iowa. But I want to say thanks to all of you who contributed, all of you who supported our program, our meeting in Iowa. We went there. It was a very wonderful time. But again, until we meet again, my people, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I love you so very kindly. Have yourself a God bless day and bye from my end.